Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. I'll be doing two episodes today for you. One's going to be a fragrance review. Other one's going to be an episode, morning thoughts, or you can say taking questions. Many of you asked me many questions over the years. Sometimes, I really feel that I should be more active on YouTube. But right after I post on YouTube, I just go and, get busy with my fragrance groups. I know I have a page. So, the whole day I work in different platforms. But I'll answer some of your questions that I picked up, my favorite questions, and I'll try to answer them. But first episode, you can see from title, I'm doing a Tom Ford perfume. I recently got this. It's going to be initial impression. Maybe in winter, I'll do an updated video. This is my brother's bottle. I don't have that many Tom Ford private blend line because they're supremely expensive. I do have some Tom Fords, but I reviewed a lot of them thanks to my dear brothers who lend me their bottles, or sometimes I bought some samples. So there's a mix. So today we're talking about discontinued fragrance. As far as I know, it's a tester unit 50 ml. This is called Plum Japonais. I think that's the name. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry about that. Thanks to Dr. Jeffrey for lending me his bottles. He gave me one other bottle that is Italian Cypress, and that I'm very excited to review as well. Both of these are testers. He bought these, I think, maybe not so long ago, but people look for this kind of collections, in their arsenal, and he personally loves his Tom Fords. So thanks, Doc, for your bottle courtesy. And I tested it for 2 days. So I'll do initial impression. Start with this because I like this a little bit more than Italian Cypress. In my liking, this is better. So I'm wearing this in my hand, and I'll tell you one thing. Such a sexy perfume. Some facts. This fragrance was released in 2013, some 9 years back, I think. Yeah. And the fragrance I know is discontinued, hard to find. And there are some fragrances which are like this one, like Bond Number 9, Andy Warhol, I think that's who's the musician they put a tribute to. They say this is similar to that. So this one has plum in it. And there's another fragrance, I think I did review, Plum Loco by Happyland Studios. That one was really crazy in performance. So I have some taste of this perfume before, but the original blew me away. Really good. So let's see. So since this is a tester unit, I don't have a box. Another thing, fun fact, this was released for women, but I think men can easily wear this. I'll tell you some facts that I feel. So this is the typical bottle of Tom Ford. All their private blend 50 ml come like this bottle shape, and their colorations, they change. They have what's the other one, Neroli Portofino, the blue line. They have the Lost Cherry, the kind of like a red colored bottle. Then they have the white bottles, the many other bottles. Basically it comes with standard sticker. The cap, I really like these are like, they remind me of kind of like a Chinese tradition house, like a samurai and stuff. I don't know what's the inspiration, but these bottles are nice. Then there's 100 ml big bottle, and they also have a flacon. So sorry, the flacons basically are gonna be, I think, 250 ml, but there are a lot of testers and fakes of this, so make sure, be very mindful, do not buy a fake one. I heard many people say this is super rare and they should have got it when it was available somewhere like $300. And these are expensive, but let's see what's so great about this one, why I like it. One thing I don't like about these bottles are, these are not click on, not even most of them. This is okay, better, but I always feel these are risky picking it up. So usually the grip, there's no what I call, the grip is not so good. So basically it's not stick on, it's not very good grip. That's what I'm trying to say. Be careful with these bottles, and if you put it against the light, you can see how much juice you're left with. And at the back it says tester. Okay, done those. So price is expensive, as you can tell. I'm using one spray here, so let me do initial impression based on a first spray. Top note as well. Let's just go double. Okay, usually I am always like believer in double sprays. So official nose breakdown from Fragrantica I'll tell you, and I'll tell you what I got. According to Fragrantica, the nose breakdown is cinnamon and saffron up top, then Japanese plum blossom, I think the flower, immortal liquor, immortal liquor, I think it's two different notes, immortal and liquor. One is a floral, other one is a liquor. And then camellia, cypress. Base notes you have agarwood, amber, benzoin, fir, and vanilla. So basically, obviously, this has been reviewed by many reviewers, and this actually is a fan favorite of the community. A lot of Tom Fords, I do not even know how many they exist. Sometimes I see some name popping. I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that one. Some of them didn't really work for me. Some of them too powdery, too floral. These are the mainstream perfumes that people talk about. Okay, this is a wonderful perfume. Wonderful. It's like literally taking a trip, you know. And if you actually had it before, you can always go back with one spray. You can go back memory lane. You know, go down memory lane. It will bring back a lot of memories. The funny thing is, even though this is marketed for women, I feel this is pretty, if not unisex, also a little bit more like a masculine vibe in it because of the spiciness in it. So first thing that I got from this was cinnamon. The first spray, beautiful cinnamon, beautiful usage of cinnamon. It's almost the point of suede leather or something that I smelled in African leather by Memo Paris. There's a cardamom there. There's a cinnamon here. So they sort of like same family. This one reminds me of that, but not as thick. This is not as beefy perfume that I would like to have, but it's okay. I'll tell you about the performance. Really wonderful opening. It's a spicy, the saffron, the cinnamon. It's literally like Burberry's London. You know, it has that Christmassy feel. And also by campfire, you know, like if you're doing campfire, it would be beautiful. And it's like a little colder at night, you know, under the starry skies, you know, and just camping. There's a nice fire going on. Your dog is with you. And you're doing like a personal time spending or with your family, make a nice mug of cocoa and you do some stew, you know, you just camp cooking, always nice. Anything tastes good in the nature, right? This is the perfume that you should take with you. People may say this is great for dating, like it's colder month and winter, you're wearing overcoat, leather jackets, beautiful there, but it's not as out there like something like Tuscan leather or ombre leather, same house, or Tobacco Veni. This one reminds me of some of those perfumes like the leatherish, some of the vanilla that Tobacco Veni has, some of the spices there. It reminds me of those, right? So this is a fragrance. It's like it belongs right in that family, you know. And I can tell you this spicy opening really spices things up. And it's not nose burning spice like Spice Bomb right here. It has some spices. Then the dry down, it starts opening up with that plum. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. I am just out of words how beautiful this note is in there. But whatever happens, never happens with loudness. You know, nothing ever screams out like African leather by Memo Paris. That one's really out there. You know, I really find that cardamom, spices, man, that fragrance is something. And the leather in that pops. So apart from those, cinnamon and saffron, I get that plum. So after that, there's some little bit of hint of smoke and amber. That reminds me of David of Amber Blend little bit. You know, that Amber Blend line is really niche. I have it some at the back. This is that quality is there. So through and through quality. But you'll be a little bit disappointed if you're looking for the feminine sort of a perfume, if you're a lady. You'll be also disappointed if you're looking for something like a Tuscan leather vibe that will give you 12 hours, 20 hours. This one gave me around 6 to 7, even though I think it's warm weather right now, heat and humidity, that's why. But apart from that, it's a good longevity is solid. I would say 8 out of 10, but projection is more like a 5 to 6. It's after 1 hour, it's close to you. It's kind of like a cuddly perfume. It's a intimate, private. Think of cuddling with your loved one. Very luxurious, but it's something that's your personal enjoyment. Okay, people may not smell it on you. Okay, that's what I feel, but still doesn't make me say that this fragrance is any less appealing to me just because that performance is not super. Performance is good, but it's not the beastly perfume. So this is about more of a subtle beauty and sexiness. Okay, there's a fine line between that loudness and very faint. It's just somewhere in between. So the name, very interesting. And if you actually like the Japanese plum, which I never had, this is the name. I think he went there and was inspired by it. I don't know who was the perfumer. I should have checked. It's written in Fragrantica. But the name is interesting. And the perfume, absolutely a delicious gourmand with a spicy affair, which makes it very interesting. Spicy plum, okay? At the base, some smoke. I get hint of, it feels like a brown suede leatherish, but they say agar oud. I did not get that oud from this. And nothing really green. They mentioned the fir or a cypress. Did not get from this one, so which is a good thing. I don't want anything green in it. Some people like Bottega Veneta, kind of like a green leather. Not a big fan of it. Me, myself, no. I like pine, but you should not mix everything, you know. Pine is nature, fresh, the masculinity, nature. Again, this one I don't think of nature that much. It's about a person and his scent, it's his private thing. And like you have it on you, you just absolutely enjoying it. That's what matters. Okay, so overall it's a masterpiece of a fragrance. I'm just so privileged to have this to review. Despite the performance, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance from Tom Ford, man. I'm not just saying this because it's Tom Ford. I'm so impressed by the niche line of its brand. This is truly a beautiful perfume. I would take this over ombre leather. Go figure. Tuscan leather, I shouldn't go so far, but this is right up there with those great ones. Okay, just the performance is not as beefy as something like Tobacco Vanille or Noir de Noir. I've tested many Tom Fords. The smell wise, the scent profile, maybe they should make an extra version or Perfume version like they did Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This would be beauty, but still on its own solid fragrance. Okay, so 10 for me, from me, Plum Japonais. Just a lovely fragrance, man. Thank you, Doc, so much for letting me review this. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. And I had to talk a lot because I want to say what I feel about this perfume. Give it a try if you can find somewhere, or go for Plum Loco if you like the Happy Land Studios creations. Man, those fragrances are literally like through the roofs. If you layer this one, man, that fragrance is going to get you like at least 15-16 hours. Man, those fragrances are crazy in performance. Okay, thanks very much for watching. See you soon, and one more review, then we'll upload this. Take care.